Hello students, I am Uma Miss. Hope you all are doing absolutely good. Today I am going to explain you Unit 5 of your Gulmohar English Literature book, and the name of the chapter is The Marks. It is a short extract that is taken from the story Danger in Darjeeling. Dear students, the title here doesn't talk about the marks that you are wearing nowadays to protect yourself from COVID. This title refers to this type of marks, okay? These types of antique marks. How much this title is suitable, that you will find it at the end of the chapter, okay? So before that, let's know about the author. Okay, so this story is written by Satyajit Ray, who was born on 2nd May 1921 and died on 23rd April 1992 in Calcutta. He was an Indian film director, screenwriter, author, music composer, lyricist, graphic designer, and illustrator. He is widely considered as one of the greatest filmmakers in 20th century. And he was not only a film director, he was also a master storyteller in Bengali language. He had written many interesting books, many interesting fictional stories, and one of the most famous character of his fiction was Pradosh Chandra Mittar, who was also known as Feluda, and who is the main character in the series. So let's talk about all the characters of this series. The first character is, which is the main character of this story, is Feluda, who is a detective, means he is a sleuth. Yes, the second character is Topsy, who is Feluda's cousin and work with him, and he is the narrator of the story. He accompanies Feluda on all his adventures. Next character of this story is Rajen Babu. His case will be solved by Feluda and Topsy. He is a retired and friendly and good-natured man. He lives in Darjeeling. The next character of this series is Tinkori Babu. Tinkori Babu is Rajen Babu's paying guest. Okay, so let's start the chapter. So the story begins in a mall where Topsy accidentally heard Rajen Babu and his friend disturbing conversation. And then he reported to Feluda that there is something wrong, or there seemed to be something wrong, and they need to find out what is going to be wrong, or they need to find out or to investigate that what is wrong over there. Then in second paragraph you will find that here Rajen Babu is being described. He is an amiable man, which means he is a friendly, good-natured man, and he was living a peaceful retired life in Darjeeling. And recently, a few days ago, he had allowed to stay a paying guest. You know what is paying guest? Paying guests are those people who generally pay to live. Okay, they first pay to the landlord and they reside there because they don't have their own residence to live, whose name was Tinkori Babu on his dear friend's request. Tinkori Babu had an addiction of cheroot. What is cheroot? Cheroot is a kind of a cigar with both ends open. Okay, so it is cheroots. So he had got an addiction of cheroot, which is a kind of a cigar, and before moving into Rajen's Babu house, he had taken permission and made sure that he had no objection or he had no problem to it. Now, what happened? Few days ago, Rajan Babu had received a threatening letter. Okay, what is the meaning of threatening? Threatening means some frightening letter. Okay, and in that letter, there were no words written, only cut from the newspaper, and the book was pasted, where it was written, "Be prepared to pay for your sins." Is that all it said? Yes. What is written in that paper? There was only, "Be prepared to pay for your sin." Sin means something wrong you did in the past. So there was nothing more written in that paper, only this line was pasted and cuts were taken out from the newspaper and different books. So when we visited Rajan Babu, here we is refers to Feluda and Topsy. Visited to Rajan Babu to inquire about, Feluda asked, "Have you a reason to suspect anyone?" Suspect means, what is the meaning of suspect? Means, do you have any reason to show a proof, or does he have any reason for proof that who has sent this letter, or who has sent that threatening letter to him by post? Absolutely not. I don't remember harming anyone anytime. Yes, Rajan Babu replied him very politely that he didn't remember anyone whom he had harmed anytime or anyone. Does anyone visit you regularly? Now again Feluda asked him that does anyone visited him regularly? Well, I don't get too many visitors. Dr. Poni Mitra, okay, Dr. Poni Mitra comes occasionally. Okay, occasionally means not frequently. Sometimes he comes only when I am ill. So he made him clear, Rajan Babu make them clear, Feluda and Topsy, that nobody visit them regularly. Only his family doctor, whose name was Dr. Poni Mitra, used to come there occasionally whenever he falls ill. So after some investigation, means after finding out some things, Feluda said to me, Dr. Poni Mitra could be the one who sent the letter. He seems to be in need of money as he doesn't have a good practice. Doesn't have a good practice, what does it mean? It shows that he is not in a good financial condition, means he doesn't make much money, or he doesn't see many patients in his medical practice. So a letter like this would make Rajan Babu afraid and make him ill. Yes, so as he is a family doctor and he knows about his health condition, so he might have sent this letter to Rajan Babu, because he know that if he will see such kind of letter, such kind of threatening letter, he might get ill and he will be called naturally. Now, so as you can see that they all are sitting in the hall and they have a conversation with them. Here Rajan Babu, this is Rajan Babu, okay, this is Tinkori Babu, this is Feluda, and this is Topsy. Okay, so they all have a discussion, they all are sitting together to discuss about that threatening letter that was sent to Rajan Babu by somebody. Now, what happened next? The second person who visited Rajan Babu often was Mr. Ghoshal, an expert in antique. Okay, first of all, let's understand what is antique. So, antique means very old or valuable things or ancient things, you can say. Okay. Of late, Rajan Babu had developed an interest in antiques and curious and collected many marks, daggers, and old paintings. So yes, the first person who visit them very frequently or sometimes occasionally, that was family doctor, Dr. Phony Mitra. And the second person who visit them very often, who was Mr. Goshal. And who is Mr. Goshal? Mr. Goshal is an expert in antiques, means he have a very good knowledge of old and very valuable things. And that's why Rajen Babu, because Rajen Babu had developed an interest in antiques nowadays, he is very interested in collecting marks, daggers, and old paintings. So that's why Mr. Goshal come to his house regularly. Tinkori Babu thought Goshal was a crook. Okay, what is the meaning of crook? Crook means dishonest, or who is not who cheats others very easily. Now, I don't trust him at all. Means here, Rajen Babu said that he doesn't trust Mr. Goshal because he is a dishonest man. He cheats other very well. He pretends to be interested in arts and antiques, but I think what he really wants is to buy them cheap there and sell them to foreigners at a much higher rate. So yes, this shows that how much dishonest this Mr. Goshal was. He generally buy cheap things from market and sell it to the foreigners at a higher rate. Tinkori Babu had told Feluda when we met him in the coffee shop at the next day. So they have a conversation that when they are going to meet again for further investigation. Then he might have a motive in sending a letter to Rajen Babu, said Feluda. I learned during my visit to the Curio shop today that the shop is going to get some fresh supplies in this evening. So yes, they have a conversation in a coffee shop, Feluda and Tinkori Babu, and they were discussing about Rajen Babu's condition. They both were discussing about that shopkeeper or Mr. Goshal, who had got a new consignment for the antique things, which is going to be arrived this evening, which is going to be supplied this evening. I see, exclaimed Tinkori Babu. A letter like that would naturally frighten Rajen Babu into staying at home for a few days, and Goshal would get to buy all the new pieces. Exactly. So they all have a discussion about these all scenarios, that what is going to be happen and why Goshal has sent this threatening letter. So they Tinkori Babu, Feluda, they have a discussion of these all investigations in the coffee shop. So our next suspect was Rajen Babu's son, whose name was Prabir Manjumdar. Okay, so please underline this. Prabir Manjumdar was Rajen Babu's son. Rajen Babu, it seemed, had asked Prabir to leave the house when he was caught stealing from the father's cupboard. Yes, Rajen Babu had just asked his son to leave his house because he caught stealing money from his father's cupboard, and father and son had not been in contact for many years. So Feluda had an investigation, and that revealed that Prabir had recently arrived in Darjeeling, and this was really a shocking news for even Tinkori Babu and Rajen Babu, because they don't have a knowledge about this, that his son is in the town. And he said that he don't think that he has done such thing, but as it is the matter of property and all, so Prabir has even motive to threaten his father. So it might be that Prabir, who is Rajen Babu's son, he had sent this letter, he has sent this threatening letter to Rajen Babu, means to his father, to so that he will fall ill and he will get the authority on all his property. Now the case had reached the stage where it had 3 suspects and no culprits. Yes, there were 3 suspects. First was Mr. Phony Mitra, who was the family doctor. The second suspect was Mr. Goshal, who was the seller, who was an expert in antique. And the third was Rajen Babu's son, Prabir. So they were 3 suspects, but still now they were not able to find the real culprit. So something again very frightening happened. What happened that day? So one morning they have received, means Feluda and Topsy have received a message that Rajen Babu wanted to see them urgently. So they have to rush to his house, and they found that he was lying down on the bed, means he was not he was not well. It means his face was completely white and he was looking so tired and was having a lack of sleep. So Dr. Mitra was by his side and he was examining Rajen Babu very minutely, and Tinkuri Babu was also there. Rajen Babu spoke about with some difficulty, and he said that last night he woke up suddenly at midnight, after a midnight, and there was a man whose face was covered with marks, means he saw a face masked person. So that person bent over him and it was very horrible, it was very terrible for him, and that from that time he was not able to sleep. So now students, it is really very suspecting that who was that man behind that face mask. So this we will find out in our next session. Okay, so till then you have to read the chapter, and here are some important keywords. As you can see, please learn the meaning of these words. These words will help you to understand the text till paragraph number 21 very well. And in my next video, I will explain you the remaining paragraphs of this chapter. I hope till paragraph number 21 it's very easy to understand for you now, and now you can find out more difficult words and learn their spelling. Okay, so till then, take care. Bye bye. See you in the next video.